Today is World Migratory Bird Day, a day to celebrate the journeys that migratory birds make, whether it's to reach their summer breeding grounds or the place they'll be spending the winter. The bird I have above and below me is a yellow-rumped warbler, also known as a butterbutt, and it's a species that's very common during the winter in the San Francisco Bay Area, but you won't really see them here during the summer. Here's a map from the American Bird Conservancy, which shows the migratory patterns of the yellow-rumped warbler. The orange areas where they spend the summer and breed, and the blue areas where they spend the winters. There are also a couple small green areas where they're found year-round. Now I want to show you how you can contribute to our understanding of migratory birds and to these maps. Websites like eBird and iNaturalist accept bird lists and bird observations, and they compile them into these really cool charts. The chart that I'm showing you here shows you yellow-rumped warbler observations on eBird, specifically in Santa Clara County. So you can see it kind of lines up with what we saw on the map, right? They're kind of absent during the summertime. And this is the same data on iNaturalist, although it's collected in a completely independent way, and you can see it kind of lines up the same way. This is for the San Francisco Bay Area. Now, when I click on this one, I set it for Kenai Peninsula in Alaska, and you can see they're not there in January through April and September through December. They're really only there in the middle of the year during their breeding season. On eBird, it shows the same thing. Things are constantly changing on our planet due to human influence on the climate and the available habitat for birds, so it's incredibly valuable to have literally hundreds of thousands of people on websites like eBird and iNaturalist keeping track of bird populations across the world. We really don't have enough ornithologists, so that's where you can come in. But what else can you do besides learning your local birds and contributing data? You can be a good land steward and remember to use native plants in your garden. You can also volunteer to improve habitat quality. Hope you have a wonderful World Migratory Bird Day, and thanks for watching.